Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, and welcome back to, well, not welcome back, but this is Chris Plays, and I'm back. Welcome me back to Chris Plays. Last Chris Plays, my wife helped me out because I was otherwise not able to talk. But anyway, my voice is long since we returned, so welcome, guys. So today, yeah, we're gonna be playing Persona 5, which I just got. Let me load my game here. Um, Oh boy, what is there to say about this game so far? I mean, I fucking love it. That's number one. But no, seriously, I think Persona 5 is such a fun game. Here, let me pause really quick. And my voice went away. Hi guys. So, during this portion of the recording, my voice and the audio from the actual game stopped. I have absolutely no idea why. Part 2 is totally fine, so later this week you guys can check out part 2 and it'll be fine, but for whatever reason, my audio messed up, so I'm going to do the best I can to try to emulate what I was talking about during these parts. But basically, in case I haven't fully explained it yet at this point, Persona 5 works like this. So sometimes the game is like this, and this is the social aspect of the game, where you're in this town or these places you can visit, and you're exploring, and there's all these things you could do that raise your character's stats, or raise the connection you have with your friends together, um, and that helps you out with the other part of the game, which is the battle system. And the battle system is, like a traditional, very traditional RPG where you choose what you want to do and you attack. You have four people you can control, and the whole theme of this game is that you guys are thieves. So when you go into a dungeon, it's kind of like infiltration. You're sneaking around. So if you get the jump on an enemy, um, you could attack them, and you could take their stuff, and it's really cool. So yeah, here I went to this gun shop to sell this gold medal that I had in the not to spoil anything, but in the previous dungeon that I had done, there was a gold medal, and that I took from the boss of that dungeon, and it turns out to be a fake gold medal, so I just sold it for 30,000 yen, which you'll see soon enough what the character uses that for, and I'm pretty sure that's weed that he gave me, but I later found out it wasn't weed. Um, but yeah, I am so far very much enjoying this game. Um, to give you, I think I mentioned this earlier, but just in case, to give you guys an idea on my background of Persona, I have played Persona 4 Golden on Vita and loved it. It was actually an impulse buy. I bought it because I wanted something to play on my Vita, and I was very pleased with it. Really got into it. It actually helped me out during a really tough period of my life I was having. For some reason, this game really helped me with it. So I followed that crew around. They made Persona 4 Arena, and they made Persona. Yeah, I think here I paused to explain something, but they made Persona 4 Arena, and they made I think a sequel to Persona 4 Arena, and they made a Vita game called Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which was, oh my god, such a fun game. Again, if you guys have a Vita, buy that game. It's so cool, like very great. So that's my history on Persona. I at the moment I have no intentions of going back and playing Personas 1 through 3, maybe 3, because I heard 3 was the first game that implemented the social link aspect of the game, which I really enjoy. Um, and I know this is from Megami Tenshi. I don't know if I'm saying that incorrectly, but it's a spin-off of another RPG series. Never played any of those, so I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, voice acting is really good in this game too. Here, there's none going on. This is actually just reading. So you guys aren't missing anything. But the voice acting is quite good. It's been good. It was great in Persona 4 and all the spin-offs I played. But here, just as good. Um, you know, like the type of stuff you'd expect from a JRPG, but in a good way. Not like, you know, if you expect bad stuff, it's not bad, is what I'm trying to say. Um, but yeah, so there is dialogue choices. Sometimes I find the dialogue choices don't really matter. Um, you pick to say something, and I feel like no matter what, you're gonna get um, into like, you know, oh, okay, whatever kind of situation. But in some cases, it does matter. Um, in like specific contexts, like if you're answering a question in class, for example, or if you're hanging out with somebody you know, um, it can increase you know, your knowledge, or it can increase your defense or something like that. So it is important to make, you know, the right choices that you think, because you never know. Maybe it's gonna end up being you know, bad. Anyway, it wasn't weed. Here we find out it was actually a gun, but it's like a really good gun. Um, the guns, it's kind of weird. You buy fake guns in the real world, and then when you go into the metaverse, I think it's called, or I don't know, the guns turn real, and you know, they could be used to fight stuff. So this guy gave me like a really cool looking um, fake gun. So here's the evening, and the way the game's structured right now, I'm on a holiday break in the game. So, because you play a Japanese high school student, so I'm on a break right now, so I could do whatever I want for a few days. But normally, Monday through Saturday, you go to school, because I guess in Japan they have school on Saturday. I'm not sure. And Sunday is your only day off. But you could do stuff after school if you want to like hang out with people, or you could study, or you know, and doing that, like I mentioned earlier, raises certain stats. And if you raise certain stats, has different effects. Like if you raise your knowledge, that might help you when you're interacting with people. And then you get these cards from relationships you have with people, and those cards affect your persona, which I haven't even mentioned. What a you know, persona is this like not an alter ego of yourself, but it's like it's basically like here is this like monster character that has these abilities um, that you could use when you're in this like fake world, or whatever you want to call it, that heighten, you know, like if you have like these links that with the cards that you get from foreign relationships, the links with certain personas gets better. Like you basically are able to do more abilities, or your connections with certain other personas gets better. It's a little bit complicated. It's such a weird game. Doing a Chris plays for this is so difficult, because um, it's something I can't really explain in two 10-minute videos. Like, I'm still technically doing the tutorial part of the game, and I'm about 9 hours into the game. So there's a lot going on with this game, and it's like one of those things that you have to pick up and play and access. That's the saving, by the way. You could press, when you're in certain areas, you can press the options button. Oh, and then this, if you touch the touchpad, here it shows you what people have done. So it connects online and shows the decisions people have done. And see, average level 11. Everyone slept 100% because that's all you could do after the part that, you know, after selling the gun during the evening time, all you could do is sleep. So, you know, they're basically telling you, go to sleep, because everyone else did. There's nothing else you could do. So that's really cool. It helps you out. I think they had a similar feature in Persona 4 Golden. It's kind of funny. The developers Atlas, they mentioned how, you know, what they did on Persona 4 Golden, what they did in Catherine, which is a PS3 Xbox 360 game. Great game, by the way. Totally, highly recommend. Catherine's such a good game. What they did on those games, they learned things and they applied it towards Persona 5, and I see those things that they learn without a doubt in this game. It's pretty nuts. And then here, yeah, the main heroes are having a victory food, like they're having a victory dinner, or lunch or breakfast, I guess, at a buffet. And man, oh, I think I mentioned, I'm not gonna mention it here because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the next video, but I've had some damn good experiences with buffets. Oh yeah. But anyway, guys, sorry so much for the snafu with the voice. I hope you guys enjoyed this post recording. It's kind of funny you guys saw the early stuff. The episode later this week is going to be totally fine. So my vocals were kept in that one, so check that out. And yeah, we got some really great stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the other stuff. Take care.